Okay, and we're back. Uh, yeah, so um, I like this story. I don't know if you can see it. I can't really magnify things here, but it's about a broken. So this race of subhuman who became feral and savage, and it says you find a child, one of the broken. It is wounded and hunted by others of its kind. Do you protect it, even at the risk of inviting the wrath of the broken tribes? So I think this could be my short-term vow, and, and we need a long-term vow. But first of all, it's the first thing we're going to need to do. I need to decide what's my character background, and I'm kind of can't make a choice. I think it should either be like a very capable uh, hunter or village guard from like this uh, small place, and and if not, um, I want it to be like a young nobleman that for some reason is going to have to leave the comfort of his life and kind of become a renegade or something like that. So am I a nobleman or a very simple villager? Uh, so there's actually for this type there's many oracles, which is basically like tools to help you be your own game master. This is how you play this game. And but for specifically for this, uh, we get I think we'll probably use the pick two option. So I say it's likely that I'm a simple hunter from um, one of the small settlements or villages, maybe a fisherman's village or uh, village by the shore or something like this. We'll see. Um, and then, if not, I'm the nobleman. So I'm gonna roll, and if it's 51 or greater, I'm a simple hunter, and if it's low, then I'm a nobleman, a young nobleman. 33. So I'm a nobleman. That's cool. Mm, So let's go take this basic character sheet. We're gonna change the token. Let's go to Ironsworn tokens. Let's go, and I think I had a young. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the young noble. Select. Let's also change the battle crown token. Not that we're gonna use any. Oops. Want to do one more thing here, but that's just boring. Okay, cool. And now we have to build a character. So um, we need to decide on the abilities. We have 5 abilities. Um, Iron is like strength. Heart is kind of like charisma and willpower. Shadow is stealthy, deceptive. Wits are maneuver and edge. I think is skills. I forgot what edge is. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it, but I am. Edge is quickness, agility, and prowess in ranged combat. Heart is courage, willpower, empathy. Iron is physical strength, endurance, aggressiveness, combat prowess. Shadow is sneakiness, deceptiveness, and cunning. And wits is expertise, knowledge, and observation. So I need to put 1 3, two twos, and 2 1s. So um, I think I'm gonna do 3 heart, 2 iron, and 2 edge. So yeah, I'm not whatever smartest, sharpest tool in the shed, but I'm a capable young man with lots of heart, and that's gonna come in handy. And yeah, I think we can. This one can delete for now. We're gonna need 2 vows, which we're gonna edit soon, and there's maybe some character bonds. Okay, so we're gonna touch about health, spirit, supply, and momentum in a second. And now, my name is Kenrick. This is the name. It's cool. I actually rolled for it, and now we need up to 3 bonds to start with. Um, and yeah, so and bond can be with a specific person or a community of people. So in order to do that, I think we kind of have to understand where I'm from. So in order to do that, let me just see if hmm, let me just see if we can do full display. Sorry for the weirdy. Okay, so now what I want to do is get to the chapter that talks about the places. Oops. Oracles. Nope. Regions of the Ironlands. Okay. So these are the basic 9 regions, and they also, each one of them has like this cool quest starter that you can choose from. So Barrier Island, it's kind of it's, let's go to the scenes again. So yeah, the Barrier Islands are here. This is kind of like the Theon Greyjoy of Game of Thrones lives here, you know. Then there is the Ragged Coast, but let's see what's going on. So yeah, Barrier Islands, crashing waves, jagged rocks. I don't think if I'm a nobleman, I'm not from there, but it's nice for us to kind of know this setting. The Ragged Coast. there are these fjords and raiders sounding the drums. Uh, okay, the deep wilds. It's an unbroken woodland, thick canopy. I don't think it's where there's like wood elves that don't get along with us, the Ironlanders. The flooded land. So these are kind of wetlands, uh, sluggish rivers, swamps. The Havens. I think I'm probably from the Havens. This is rolling hills of rocky bluffs, pockets of dense wood, walled settlements, uh, wide rivers, but then long, harsh winter. So I would say we're gonna begin to play at the beginning of fall, of autumn. So the harsh winters might be something that we encounter. And so, yeah. So it's kind of we're finished with summer, and I find this kid, this broken kid who is hunted literally while I'm uh, making the hunt, and I'm going to decide to bring him to safety, and that's going to be my first vow. This is the one that is kind of the immediate one. So um, let's go here. Let's go to the journal. Let's go to home. Yeah, happened to be kind of nice. Um, I was born in the Havens in a town called Brightkeep to an affluent father who had a lot of sway in the community. Perfect. So, yeah. So I'm from Brightkeep, and this is my home. I think I can also add another image. Let's go, let's go. Okay, let's see my house from outside. I like this. Cool. So I'm from Brightkeep, and later on we can add something here about my family, I guess. My father, my mother. All of this is TBD. We're gonna put it. And now we go back to the character sheet. So we have the abilities full, that's great. And we have this kid. So let's edit vow 4. Let's get the kid to safety. And we'll we'll soon kind of figure out what's going on with this. What's this vow? And this is not a troublesome vow. It's at least dangerous or formidable. Let's say it's not formidable. Let's say it's dangerous. Uh, and we'll use the oracle to kind of figure out what does it mean to get the kid to safety. Where is safety, and what am I supposed to do? What happened exactly? So, uh, Now we need to think about kind of my long-term vows. So I'll go back to here and let's see what the quest's hook for the Havens is. It's a group of islanders have been forced out of their hinterlands settlement. What caused them to leave? With winter coming and food in short supply, will you attempt to reclaim their settlements or convince someone to take them in? I don't think so. Uh, Another thing we can do, we can go to where, yeah, we can take one of those. mm, No, we can take one of those elder beasts. It's basically a giant version of normal beasts. So, like bears, boars, wolves, but like huge and monstrous version of them. Um, An elder wolf, white as snow, appears to you in a dream. When you wake, the memory of its piercing gaze linger. Is the vision a dark portent or a promise? Uh, why are you compelled to seek this beast out? Uh, okay, so that could be it. Uh, and if we go back here and go back to the lore around beasts, there was you were a witness to an attack by what you thought was an animal of monstrous proportions. No one believes you. In fact, you are accused of the murder you blame on this beast. How can you prove your innocence? Can you even trust your own memories of the event? That's interesting. Um, but no, I think so. Okay, so I think uh, hmm, when stuck, go to the oracle. So first of all, let's uh, let's roll to what my long-term quest should be about. So I gotta deflect sanctuary. That's interesting. So to me, that tells me something that I'm an I'm an outcast from like there is something about my home that I want to deflect that I'm not happy about. So I think maybe that means um, I said that my father is a person of means in the settlement. Actually, it's not my father. Um, I am the son of the previous ruler of this settlement, this bright keep. But something happened to my parents, to my real parents, and I'm being fostered, or I was fostered by someone else. So let's find out who this someone else is. Um, I'm gonna roll a D100 again, and I'm gonna ask, um, is this uh, is the person fostering me basically my foster father and who's now the ruler of Brightkeep, is he um, a close relative, like my father's brother or uncle or something like that? Yes or no? And I don't know, it's 50-50. So 51 or rating, it is a very close relative. Let's see what's going on. That's a 70. So yes, it's a close relative. And so and so let's go back to our story, or basically to our home. And let's go on Bright Cape. Born in heaven in a town called Bright Cape, to oops, as a foster son to the town's ruler, who took over ruling the settlement for my real parents. The foster son. Super whisper, it's not always great. But that's good enough. So, home, family, and to the best of my knowledge, I'm not talking about what actually happens in the world. I'm asking, to the best of my knowledge, are my parents truly dead or like exiled or something like this? So I say truly dead is the likely, and if it's not that, then they are exiled. So I'm gonna roll 1d100 again. Yeah. So yeah. So dead. Okay. So this should call this background basically. Never mind. Okay. Let's call this background. Um, so yeah. As far as I know, my true parents are dead, and they were killed in a battle long ago. And after they died, my father's brother took his place and became the ruler of Brightkeep. Brightkeep. Okay. What else? What else? I need still some. Okay. And something uh, arose my suspicion that the story I was told was not the whole story. This is why I want to deflect Sanctuary. This is why I have some problem with my foster father and my uncle, basically. Uh, Now, I don't know if this, my uncle had his brother killed, which is kind of like a cliche a little bit. Not sure I want to go there. Uh, but let's say um, that. Okay, okay. I have it. I don't think I'm gonna need to roll for the oracle. So this is what I want to do it. Um, as I grew up, I discovered that my uncle and his wife uh, are both delving into the mystic arts. They have made some bargains with beings of other worlds, and once or twice I was in the wrong time at the wrong place and happened to pick on some of the rituals. Um, I don't like their dealings with these dark pacts, and actually something in one of those rituals that I saw them do a few years back kind of ignited uh, this memory that I had like kind of repressed subconsciously. And something about this pact, I don't know if it's a sound or an animal or some kind of ritual or a voice. I'm going to check the oracle, but something that kind of reminds me something from the last memories I have of my father before he left. And he left to fight a battle with the broken. They were gathering up those years. Uh, we kind of were able to subdue them or scare them off for a decade or two, but he died in the process. Okay, this is really cool. Okay, so first of all, let's see what is my uncle name and what is my aunt name. So let's roll for that. Mm-mm-mm-mm. We want Islander names. Uncle Hirschem. That's cool. Uncle Hirschem. And where's the log here? Sorry. And Aunt Hulan. Let's say I'm gonna reroll Ada. Ada is cool. Okay, Ada it is. And the memory that echoed within me. Let's see. It's about removing technology. So, hmm, that tells me that something about a broken anvil. So let's just put it. recently or a few years back, I snuck on my uncle and aunt, and they did some chanting and rituals around an anvil, and it was indoors. And from out of nowhere, scary voices in an unknown language were heard, and then a lightning bolt indoors struck the anvil and split it into two. Uh, and it was a terrible sound when that happened, and that kind of sparked within me that I saw the same thing happened when I was but a wee child, and the day my father uh, had to leave. So my uncle did the same ritual back then, and I kind of didn't know it up until recently, and now I remember that. Okay, that's nice. We're good to go. So now that we have this, we can go back to our vows. We're still in session zero. The story didn't start yet. Um, so yeah, let's see what's the kid's name. Let's see, Zura. Okay, for a broken person, it's not a bad name. Um, sorry, get Zura, a kid, broken kid, being hunted by some people, safety. Okay, so um, I think the story is going to be like this. Uh, I think uh, let's think this through. Maybe uh, I think I was on a hunt with my uncle and his retainers and whatever we were hunting, fox or phoenix or whatever, and suddenly this chase, this band of broken men were not after us. Uh, they were hunting this kid, Zula. And we were camping out in this clearing when he appeared, and his men cornered him. And my uncle and his returners advised me to he advised me to not interfere basically. And I couldn't see this kid slaughtered. And my uncle told me there was the band leader from the Broken was there, and my uncle told me that he cannot defend me. And basically, I, we're gonna see what happens, but uh, I guess I'm trying to get the kid to safety. And I think we're not gonna do this as part of the background. We are actually gonna play this scene. Uh, so first we're gonna have to kind of build it. Uh, that's yeah. So let's do that. So get the kid to safety, and uh, let's and my other uh, vow is hmm, okay, hmm, discover about my uncle and my father. Hmm. My uncle is openly against mystics and magic, but secretly he dabbles in the dark arts himself, him and his wife. Uh, he did something uh, the day my father left, and I need to understand how, what kind of dark arts is he into? How does this relate to my father? Uh, and what's the actual story here? Okay, perfect. And this quest is extreme. It's not epic, but it's extreme. Okay, so uh, let's see. We have the two vows. Now, um, we need three bonds, uh, at least three bonds. Uh, uh, so I would say, and then we need assets, which is kind of like cool features that a character have. It can be like special skills. It can also be like companions, or it can be magic. We're gonna see. But let's first do the bonds. So I would say I want to have um, I think my first bond would be the uh, bright keep nobility. It's nobility, but it's like the richer merchants and then influent people in this settlement. Uh, and then there is the bright keep. Am I doing this right? Let's see. The bright keep small folk. No, that's perfect. The bright keep nobility. And I think uh, I don't know why I can't see it properly here. Uh, oh, it's not here. And then there is, I need another bond. I'm already editing. Oh, I can put a lot of notes here. That's nice. Uh, where can, oh, where's, vow. I don't want another vow, but I want another bond. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick stop to the video because I want to figure out how this works. This is basically a technical thing. Bonds. Right, keep on capability. Okay, cool thing.